Hi, welcome back to Perfume, and today I'm going to finish up my Guerlain reviews with an iconic classic Vol de Nuit. I just acquired this fragrance. I went on a kind of a Guerlain kick last month, and this was one of the last ones I purchased. So this is an amazing fragrance. It was developed in 1933 by Jacques Guerlain in France, and it is a storied perfume. There's a novel associated with it. Vol de Nuit means flight of night, I believe, and the inspiration for this was flying at night, and it was in the early days of aviation when it was created, 1933. So this is just fascinating to me. It's got bergamot and citrus in the opening, but it kind of, to me, smells like something very reminiscent of a theater or like a burlesque or something. It's kind of got this archetypal perfume smell in the opening that's a little sharp, and to me it's sort of, if we're going with the theme of night flight, it sort of reminds me of like gasoline a little bit. I think it's got some galbanum in there, which makes it a little sharp. So the opening, and then it is a little bit heavy for this perfume right now. Being so warm, it's still in the mid 80s in Los Angeles here. I'd say this is a better perfume for maybe the 70s or 60s or below, as it's not the lightest. It's got a lot of powder, a lot of iris and violet. I'll spray a little bit. This was worn by Marlene Dietrich and Katharine Hepburn, I believe. It's a very unisex scent. I'd say it leans a little masculine. And it took me a second to kind of understand it, and just hearing other reviews. There was one really eloquent review that I found by a YouTuber called Memory Flow, and I'll link that in the down bar. But this scent is, yeah, it got kind of a citrusy, like, to me it's like fuel-like opening, and then after that it goes into like a very powdery, and if associating like powder with clouds, then I could see kind of the impetus for putting in the powdery notes, and woods. So it's like you're flying over the clouds at night in like a old school airplane. Yeah, it's really nice. It dries down to more of the powdery woody after the citrus kind of goes from the opening. It changes a lot. Longevity is pretty good. I think it's about 5 to 6 hours probably. And yeah, definitely a very interesting scent. The note profile, I'll have to do some research. Hold on. Okay, I did my research. The top notes are, put them up here, galbanum, narcissus, bergamot, orange, mandarin, and orange blossom. The middle notes are iris, aldehydes, vanilla, violet, jasmine, Indonesian carnation, and rose. And the base notes are oak moss, spices, orris root, musk, and sandalwood. So you get a lot of, I think, the bergamot and the galbanum in the opening. And then the powderiness comes out of the violet, the iris, and the orris root, and maybe a little vanilla, according to Memory Flow. Check that cool review out. It is a longer one though, so be prepared to learn a lot about Vol de Nuit and the story behind it. And the base, that oak moss is really prominent, as well as the sandalwood later that comes through with the woodiness. And it's just a really lovely, complex, interesting, unisex fragrance that I think would be great in the fall and winter, especially, just given the sort of warmth and powdery woodiness of it. Yeah, it's definitely grown on me. It took me a minute to kind of get past the opening, which just was a little bit harsh for me at first, but now I've sort of, I don't know, grown to appreciate it. And I just think it's really fascinating, interesting, complex fragrance that has stood the test of time since 1933 for a reason, and well worth checking out. So hope you enjoyed this, and take care. Please subscribe or like. if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!